Hi friends, this is Jaiswal from Nagpur. Today we'll program some drum loops, bass lines, guitar chords, piano and some effects on Ableton Push and Ableton Live. So please join me with the software and hardware from Ableton. So this is Ableton Push 1 and this is Ableton Live software. Now we'll record a drum phrase in Ableton Push itself. We have instrument selection rack. From here we'll select a drum rack with a core library, drum rack. I'm selecting here kit 909. It's loading now. So you get a very nice drum rack over here. The full drum kit zone. So I'll be recording a kick drum now. Here we go. I've selected kick. I'll record for 1 bar. So you can see the steps where it will be recorded. This is device mode now. So I'll kick on the first measure, the third measure, second measure, third and the fourth measure. Here the tempo is 120. You can select the tempo. For this convenience I'm recording on 120 BPM now. This play, start and stop button. I'm selecting hi-hat, closed. I'll record it on the third measure. Fine. I'll select a snare. I'll record on the measure 2 and 4 on the first bar. Step 2 and 4. Here we add a clap. It will be all again on the step 2 and 4. So very conveniently we have recorded a drum phrase and looped it on only one measure bar. Okay. So I'll add a track from this button. Then we'll select some bass. In this case I'll use this is jungle bass loading. So here we get a full 64 pads to record a scale on the bass guitar. Like we'll select the scale mode here. In this case I will be using G minor scale. I've selected G and minor from here. Again I will select a device. Now you'll get a scale of G minor over here. You can hear it. So the best thing of this is I can record and quantize at the same time. I can do the automation, quantize here. I'll put it on for this. This is on now. The quantize is on. So even minor mistakes can be refined automatically with the quantize function. Practice once. Record with a metronome of 2. Here I am comfortable with the bass line, like it's going smooth, and the quantize function is very essential in this case. If you don't like the phrase, you can undo the things once. Next we'll add a guitar track with some strummings, or just simple chords. Like I'll do a simple chord. I've selected a guitar plugged muted reso, and it sounds like this. It's a low octave on G minor. I'll shift to the higher octave. You can select anywhere in the pads, like lower and higher octaves. We'll have a session practice. I've started the recording. We can add n number of tracks without any more efforts. Like just you have to trigger the add track button, and whatever you wish, you can select any instrument from the instrument racks. We have drum rack, analog, very nice combinations of softwares, VST plugins over here, what Ableton have provided to me. So in the track 4th, we have added Abandon over here, and it's a lead part. I have an idea to create a signature tune for this. The phrase is going around 4 bars, and previously we have recorded the bass for 1 bar, the chords for 2 bars, and now the lead part, it is going to be for 4 bars. So I'll select a fixed length for 4 bars in the fixed length menu, and it is set. Now I'll step into the recording button. It's giving a sign of 2 count. Used the step recording and the quantize function, which is very helpful to me for this phrase. Switching to the next track, I have an idea to record an arpeggiator. So we'll be adding an arpeggiator with some delay noise and delay panning. It's a ready-made effect in the rack, that is MD amp SNE blip. Okay, it sounds like this. You can hear the pannings on the left and right on the monitors, towards the left and the right. I'll see how it works with the loop and what sound we get from this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that sounds great, and here we can find some levels might be higher than the other tones, and this can be managed in the panning, mixing and send written effect tracks. So almost we have recorded 5 tracks over here. Well, we have sequenced the drum loop, we have recorded the bass line, then guitars, then the lead part, the key signature tune with some arpeggiator, and we have done the volume levels of each individual tracks, the pan settings. Also we can add and send reverb and delay to each tracks. By this we have concluded with a push track sequencing mode. Now we'll transfer or we can say the bounce all the tracks to the Ableton programming session in this window. This is a session window and this is programming window. So what I'll do is now I'll be bouncing all the tracks directly to this window. You can see the tracks what we have recorded previously. It generates its key name like kit core, what I have used the sounds from that instrument track. Then this is June, this is fourth track muted. I'm not using this third track because it has been copied on the next track fourth. So this is fifth track abandon and the sixth track mode amp. These are the name of the tones. These are track parameters. Parameters are like this: track volume, track panning, track volume, fading, reverb and delay. All this can be managed on this window itself in the push. You can overwrite all these things on this track while I bounce the whole loop at once to this. See, I'll record this tab button and immediately all the tracks will be bounced over here. So we have recorded until 17th bar in this region, and all the tracks are here now for the post-production work in the Ableton Live. Ableton Live and Push together are very powerful tool for live and session players in concerts or for a solo singer's backbone. Its simple techniques have provided a session player to be a role model on any stage anywhere in the world, right away from looping, taking out parts and extracting cues. Ableton Push and Live are amazing. See, I'll show you one example of one track and how I extract the parts from that single track and make into 4 different interludes, background scores, the main part and the intro part. Let's check it out here. See, I have selected track 7 over here, and I will take it out track. This is a very famous track right now going on in India. This is Sao Asmano Ko. I have taken this track on track number 7 and right clicked with the solo. I will edit here and do the consolidate part. The track is not selected yet. Yeah, I'll consolidate the track. Now we can check the track has been consolidated, and now I can select the part right from the beginning. I will split the track from this point and play. I don't want this part. I can find the loop over here somewhere around, so I'll just now I have split the track from the vocal part and I'll directly connect the phrase. I want the loop from this part, so I'll just cue it out from here, and maybe the 4 bars. Okay, again I'll split this from here, and I've now got 2 parts of the song. This one. This is a good location. Okay, I got 3 parts now. I got this 3 parts in this track. What I'll do is I'll copy this and put it in the session on the audio 7th track and paste over on the first part. Again, I'll go to the program mode. I'll copy this second phrase and paste on the second part. Next, the third part, same, I'll copy here, then shift to this tab and paste on the third. Now I've got the 3 parts from this one song, and I'll now loop or say part 1 to end, how it will manage according to the singer on live stage if I am a solo artist over there. See, I have just set on that and it has been on the launch mode here. Just I have to trigger. Now this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the track. The singer is ready now. Now the singer starts. And this is the third part. So everything you get very easily on the hardware itself. With this, I conclude my session for Ableton Live and Push, and I would like to thank you all for joining me for this session. And once again, I thank you, Ableton. Bye bye.